Hello, dear senior. Let me ask you something not to judge, but just to sit with for a moment. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Not just breathing, not just passing the hours, but living. You see, time isn't something we lose all at once. It slips away quietly, in small moments, like when we say, maybe tomorrow, or I'm too old for that now. Or when we sit in silence, not because it brings peace, but because we've forgotten the sound of our own dreams. But here's the truth no one says out loud enough. Your time isn't over. The golden years, they're not the end of your story. They can be the most meaningful chapter of all if we choose to make them shine. This isn't a call to run marathons or chase sunsets in foreign lands unless you want to. It's a quiet invitation to stop wasting the precious minutes and start filling them with laughter, love, curiosity, and courage. Because you're not done growing. You're not done giving. And the world still needs the light only you can bring. So take a deep breath. We're going to begin something beautiful together. Let's stop wasting time and let your golden years truly shine. Number 1, simple joys rekindling daily meaning. You know, sometimes we think that life has to be grand to be meaningful, that we need to do something big, something bold, climb mountains, travel the world, write a book, just to feel like our days matter. But the truth is, the small things, they are the big things. A cup of tea enjoyed without rush, the warmth of the sun on your back as you water the garden, the smell of bread in the oven, or the feel of your favorite chair under you as you watch the rain. These moments may seem ordinary, but when you pause long enough, they begin to glow. There is meaning in the mundane if we meet it with presence. Maybe it's the way the neighbor's dog wags its tail at you, or the way a memory appears out of nowhere when you hear a song from the radio. These are gifts, not loud or dramatic, but deeply, beautifully human. And so, to stop wasting time doesn't always mean doing more. Sometimes it means slowing down enough to notice what's already good, to savor, to smile, to say, this is enough, this is today, and today is worth living fully. You don't need to chase joy around the world. It's often right there, waiting beside your morning window, in the laughter of a grandchild, or even in the stillness of your own breath. Let's begin there. Let's begin again with the simple joys and the quiet power they hold. Number 2, reconnecting with others. The time you give is never wasted. Time shared is never time lost, but somewhere along the way, we forget. Maybe because people move on or drift away. Maybe we tell ourselves, they're too busy, or I don't want to bother anyone. So we grow quiet, we retreat, days pass, then weeks, and the silence, once comforting, becomes heavy. But here's the thing, dear one, connection is not a luxury. It's a lifeline. We were never meant to journey through life alone, not in youth, and certainly not in these precious later years. A phone call, a handwritten letter, sitting beside someone without saying much at all. That's where hearts soften. That's where we remember. We still belong. If there's someone you miss, someone who once lit up your days, perhaps now is the moment. Not to fix everything, not to go back just to say, I thought of you today, and that thought made me smile. Even strangers need kindness. A hello to the shopkeeper, a compliment to a child, stories shared with someone younger who's never heard the things you've seen. Because your presence, your time is a gift, and what you give with love never disappears. So if you've been waiting for the right time to reach out, this is it. The moment is now. Your voice still matters, and the world is a little warmer when you choose to speak it. If this video brought a smile to your face or warmed your heart, don't forget to tap the like button. Number 3, learning something new. Curiosity has no expiry date. Who told us that learning is only for the young? That after a certain age, curiosity packs its bags and moves on? It's not true. In fact, your mind, your beautiful season. Ever-growing mind still hungers for wonder. Maybe you've always wanted to play the piano. or speak a new language, or understand the stars. Maybe you've wondered how bread rises in the oven, or how birds find their way home. That spark, that sense of what if? It never truly leaves us. What leaves is the belief that it's still worth chasing. But here's the truth, whispered gently into your day. Curiosity has no expiry date. You are not too old to start. You are not too late to try. Every time you open a book, ask a question, or try something new, you are reminding the world that wisdom isn't just what you know. It's the courage to keep learning. And oh, what a joy it is to feel your brain stretch again. So take that class. Join that club. Ask your grandchild to teach you how the phone really works. Try, stumble, giggle, begin again. Because the joy is not in being perfect. It's in being alive. And every moment you choose to learn, you're saying to the world, I'm still here. I still care. I still wonder. That's not wasting time. That's using it beautifully. Number 4, letting go of regret, making peace with the past. There's a weight some of us carry, not in our hands, not on our backs, but in the quiet corners of the heart. It's the weight of regret. I should have, if only I had. Why? Didn't I? These whispers come when the house is quiet, when the night stretches long, or when a memory knocks unexpectedly. And yes, some choices cannot be changed. Some doors will never reopen, but holding on to regret doesn't honor the past. It only robs the present. You did the best you could with what you knew, with who you were in the moment you were living. And that is enough. What if forgiveness isn't just something we give others, but something we owe ourselves? Forgive yourself for the words you didn't say, for the times you were afraid, for the dreams you couldn't chase, because what matters now is what you do next. Regret doesn't have to be a chain dot, it can be a teacher. It can remind us to speak more kindly, love more openly, and be gentler with others, because we've known the sting of silence. So breathe. Let the past rest. You are not defined by what you didn't do, but by the kindness and courage you choose now. The clock doesn't count backward, but you can still walk forward with peace in your step and softness in your heart. Number 5, rediscovering purpose. You still have so much to give. At some point, the world stops asking, what do you want to be when you grow up? And too often, we begin to believe that our purpose has passed us by. But let me tell you, something that the world sometimes forgets to say, you still have so much to give. Purpose isn't just a career, a title, or a long to-do list. It's not always loud or public or praise. Purpose can be as quiet as a steady hand holding someone else's, as simple as sharing your story so someone younger feels less alone. You've lived through seasons, through storms, through small miracles. That experience, that strength, it's not gone, it's needed. You might inspire someone just by being you, just by showing up. Your purpose might be in the way you care for your garden, or the way you greet the postman each morning with a kind word. It might be in a letter you write, a song you sing, or the way you remind someone you matter. Purpose doesn't retire, it only changes form. And sometimes we need to look inward to ask not, what do I have left? But what have I been saving for just this moment? Because even now, especially now, your story still writes meaning into this world. And there's someone out there, maybe quietly watching, who needs your light to remember their own. Number 6, finding beauty in aging, embracing the grace in every line. They call them wrinkles, as if they're mistakes, as if each line isn't a story. But oh, if they only knew, these aren't flaws. These are maps. Maps of laughter that crinkled the corners of your eyes, of tears that carved soft valleys down your cheeks, of countless sunrises that brushed your face as you greeted another day. Aging is not something to hide, it's something to honor, because beauty isn't frozen in time. It deepens, it softens, it learns to be still. The world rushes to sell us creams, filters, erasers. But what if we celebrate the elegance of a face that has lived? The beauty of hands that have held so much, hands that cooked, cleaned, cradled, created. The wisdom in eyes that have seen both sorrow and splendor, and still shine. You are not fading. You are becoming more real, more rooted, less worried. About things that once kept you awake, there is a grace in age that youth cannot mimic. Strength wrapped in softness. So let the lines tell their story. Let the silver strands shimmer in the light. You are not past your prime. You are the prime, ripe with truth, rich with perspective, and radiant in ways that no mirror can fully show. This is beauty. This is you. And you, dear one, are still blooming. Number 7. Living today fully. The time is now. We spend so much time waiting for the right moment, the right energy, the right feeling to begin. But what if I told you the right moment has always been now? Not yesterday, tangled in memory, not tomorrow, dressed in uncertainty, but today, this quiet, precious, ordinary day, where breath still fills your lungs and light still touches your face. It doesn't need to be grand. You don't need to climb a mountain or chase a bucket list through the sky. Sometimes, living fully looks like sitting by the window with your favorite tea, calling someone you miss, laughing at something silly, saying, "I love you," without waiting for a special occasion. You don't have to do everything. You just have to do something that makes your heart beat with meaning. Be awake to now, to the softness of the air, to the warmth of your memories, and the ones you can still create. You have not run out of time. You have this time, and that is enough. So breathe in deeply. Open your arms to the ordinary magic around you. This is your life, and it's still yours to live, with light, with love, with all the beauty of a soul who dares to shine, even now, especially now. And so, dear soul, here we are, at the end of these quiet reflections, and perhaps the beginning of something new inside you. Maybe a whisper to live more fully, to love more openly, and to cherish time not as something slipping away, but as something sacred, still yours. If these words have touched even a small corner of your heart today, then this journey has already been worth it, because your story is still unfolding, and you are not too late. You are right on time for a life that still holds meaning, laughter, and gentle light. Now, before we part ways, may I ask something simple? If this video brought you comfort or made you feel a little more seen, would you mind giving it a thumbs up? Feel free to leave a comment, whether it's a thought, a memory, or just a hello. Your voice matters here. And if you know someone, a friend, a parent, a neighbor who might need these words too, please do share this with them. A single share could be a quiet act of kindness that brightens someone's day. And if this space feels like home to you, don't forget to subscribe. We'd be honored to have you with us in the next gentle journey. Thank you truly for your time, your presence, and for allowing us into your day. Until we meet again, take care of your spirit, honor your heart, and keep shining exactly as you are. With all our love, we'll see you soon.